Have you ever met someone who completely changed the way you see yourself, the way you see life, and the way you see love? Someone whose presence feels like both home and a lightning bolt? And then they were gone. You start wondering, was it just a fleeting chapter? Was it destiny fulfilled and then closed? Or is there still something left between us? Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Your twin flame journey is not just about being together. It's about transformation. It's about awakening. It's about becoming the person your soul came here to be. But I know what's on your mind. If my twin flame isn't in my life right now, does that mean our soul contract is complete? Or are we just in another phase of the journey? Stay with me until the very end, because by the time we're done, you'll have a clearer, lighter, and more empowering perspective on exactly where you are and why this part of your journey matters more than you realize. The twin flame journey is one of the most intense, mysterious, and life-altering experiences a human being can have. It isn't smooth, it isn't predictable, and it rarely follows the story we imagined when we first heard the term twin flame. Unlike a soulmate connection, which can be deeply loving but more stable, the twin flame connection shakes you awake. It pulls apart illusions. It reveals the shadows you've hidden even from yourself, and it calls you to rise into the highest version of your being. But here's the part that creates confusion and pain for so many people. If this connection is so important, so powerful, why do so many twin flames experience long periods of separation? Why do they meet, connect deeply, and then seem to disappear from each other's lives? And if that happens, does it mean the soul contract, whatever that really is over? Or is something deeper going on? Let's dive in. And as we do, I want you to keep asking yourself, what if this isn't the end? What if this is part of the unfolding? When people talk about a soul contract, they often describe it as an agreement made before incarnation, a spiritual handshake between two souls. It might say, we will meet, we will awaken each other, we will grow together. And for some, that belief brings comfort. It makes the chaos feel planned. But here's the thing, if we treat it like a rigid legal document, we risk misunderstanding the very nature of our spiritual journey. The higher realms are not about rules and restrictions. They are about infinite possibility. Every potential version of your life already exists as an energetic blueprint, and you, along with your higher self, choose which paths to walk based on your growth, your choices, and your readiness. So instead of seeing a soul contract as a box to be ticked and then discarded, think of it as a shared mission. That mission might shift shape over time. At one stage, it might mean meeting face-to-face to awaken each other. At another stage, it might mean separating so you can heal independently. Later, it might mean reuniting, or it might mean supporting each other from afar while serving your individual purposes. If your twin flame isn't physically present in your life right now, it doesn't automatically mean the contract is over. It could mean you're in a new chapter, one that might not make sense yet, but is still part of the same story. So if the connection is still alive beyond space and time, why do we experience separation in the first place? Let's be honest, separation hurts. It can feel like the most painful loss you've ever experienced. The emptiness, the unanswered questions, the deep ache that refuses to fade. It's enough to make you doubt everything you thought you knew. But here's the truth you might not have considered. Separation is not punishment. It's a powerful form of preparation. The twin flame connection acts like a mirror. Every fear, every insecurity, every unhealed wound, all of it is reflected back to you, and you reflect theirs back to them. This mirroring is intense. If either of you is carrying deep emotional baggage, being together can feel like standing in front of a magnifying glass with all your flaws exposed. Without time apart, this can lead to clashes, misunderstandings, and cycles of hurt. Separation gives you both the space to breathe, to heal, and to learn who you are outside the constant emotional intensity. It's in separation that you stop chasing validation from your counterpart and start finding it within yourself. It's where you reconnect with your own soul and strengthen your bond with the divine. Sometimes separation is also about timing. Maybe one or both of you have life lessons, careers, or relationships that need to play out before you can truly come together in harmony. And while that's hard to accept, it's part of the divine intelligence guiding your journey. Which brings us to the next question. If separation is so purposeful, how can you know whether union is still part of your path? The short answer? You can't know with absolute certainty in the physical sense. Union is always possible because the bond you share is eternal, but its manifestation depends on both of you being ready, aligned, and willing to meet at the same vibration. That's why your highest focus should be on your own alignment. When you're anchored in your highest self, you're no longer operating from fear or desperation. You're no longer asking, when will they come back? You're asking, how can I live in truth, joy, and purpose today? And here's the paradox. The moment you stop grasping, you create the space for your twin flame to return naturally. Or you open the door for something else equally aligned to enter your life. Because the reality is this, your twin flame can never truly leave you, even if they're in another relationship, even if they're living on the other side of the world, even if they've chosen a different path for now. The connection exists beyond time, space, and circumstance. That's why the real work is not about holding on to them, but about holding on to yourself. When you become the fullest expression of your soul, you're ready for whatever the divine has prepared. Whether that's reunion in this lifetime or a continued connection beyond it. And if that's true, then maybe the real question isn't, will they come back? But, am I living in a way that honors the love we share, no matter where they are? So, is the soul contract fulfilled when your twin flame leaves your life? Not necessarily, because the real contract is not about physical togetherness. It's about awakening, growth, and the remembering of your true self. If reunion is meant to happen, it will come in perfect timing when both of you are ready, healed, and aligned. And if it's not meant to happen physically in this lifetime, the journey is still sacred and successful because it transformed you. Your twin flame is not the destination. They are the mirror, the catalyst, and the spark that ignited your awakening. The rest of the journey is about how you carry that light forward. So keep healing, keep growing, keep trusting. Because the story of your soul isn't over, and in many ways it's only just begun. If this message spoke to your heart, I want you to know you're not walking this path alone. We are a community of souls navigating the same deep waters, learning to trust the same divine current. So if you're ready to keep growing, keep awakening, and keep walking toward your highest self, subscribe, like, and share this video so others can find their own clarity. And in the comments below, tell me, do you believe your twin flame is meant to stay in your life? Or is their role to awaken you for something greater? I'd love to hear your truth.